2 and a 1. And we're back. Kim in the building. Kamikaze in the building. In the Mix podcast, we are here. I say everyone's a special. I say every episode's a special episode, but not for real, for real. This is a special episode. I don't know how I managed to do it, but I got not one, not two, but all 3 members of the iNCROWD in the building. I appreciate y'all coming through, fellas. Fellas, this is love. This is a blessing. Will I Am, Dre, Super Love, Poppy, Reggie in the building. Yo, this is dope. This is a moment. I've been waiting. I do these podcasts because I kind of see, but I don't know. And I know I'm going to learn a lot today talking to y'all. But y'all are here for a reason. I don't feel like I'm the one that's just the person who gets to say or talk about all of Houston nightlife. But if you have eyes and you are in Houston nightlife, you cannot ignore the impact that y'all are having right now. You know what I mean? In the space that y'all are in. Multiple events, multiple concepts, people loving it, the numbers, the proof is in the numbers, and I'm just like, who are these cats? Where did they come from? You know, so shouts out to the iNCROWD. Appreciate y'all being here. We would love to get to hear your story. First of all, how did iNCROWD come about? Let's talk about how y'all met, first of all. Everybody say their name. I mean, introduce yourselves first, if you don't mind.
Should I go first?
Nah,
so I'm Reggie, man. I go by Super Love, Poppy, Super Love. You can call me one of those. It's cool. If you really know me, though, call me Reggie, because that's where I started at.
No doubt.
I'm just Dre. Used to be known as Hooker Dre. You know, so I'm just keep it plain and simple. I'm just Dre.
Dre it is, no doubt.
World's most hated, my name Will. You can also call me the biggest.
No doubt, no doubt. World's most hated promoter. Easiest to find on Instagram. Check them out. So how did iNCROWD come about? I don't think iNCROWD said, y'all met and said, hey, let's do iNCROWD. There had to be a background story. Well, you're laughing already.
Well, it started off, I was like already doing events, and I had met them because they played ball with my brother or whatever. And
your older brother?
Not my
younger brother.
One of my younger brothers. And they was doing this thing at the time. It was called Dre Kickback, where they would host like these intimate events, and they would have like vendors and pop-up parties and stuff, and people would sell their clothing, but it was always a vibe. And I always admired like how whenever I went to their events, they were real personal, and they would like shake your hand, appreciate you, thank you for coming. And you know, I come from a restaurant background, so that's something that we really value is the customer aspect and people coming and having a good time. So like I came to a couple of their events. Their events was dope, and I asked them, you know, had they ever thought about doing the clubs? And you know, at first they was kind of.
So y'all weren't doing clubs. This is just private parties.
Nah, we were just doing
house parties type joint. Or?
Yeah, so at first it was house parties. Then we graduated to doing networking events. We were renting out certain venues and things like that.
Big on that scale.
Yeah, because we just felt like we were getting a little too old for what we were trying to do, so we needed a bigger scale.
This is in high school. This is in college.
This was in college for sure.
It started college,
Yeah.
2012.
Okay. Where'd y'all go to school? Where y'all go to school at?
I went to my first year I went to Northwestern State University.
Northwestern, gotcha.
Yeah,
all
right. Natchitoches, Louisiana.
Natchitoches, we did some shows out there, murdered it. Oh, I got some stories.
Mm-hmm. Then I transferred. Man, look, I bounced around.
Gotcha.
Then I transferred to Southern Nazarene, which is in Oklahoma.
Okay.
Then I went to Missouri Baptist after that. So that's where I graduated from.
Gotcha.
St. Louis.
St. Louis. Gotcha.
Yeah,
it don't matter.
So 3 schools.
You finished though. And I respect that.
I got the degree.
That's dope. That's dope.
I got it.
You went to where?
I went to Mid-America. It's in Oklahoma City.
Okay.
One and done.
That's cool. And you went to
Lamar and Beaumont.
Beaumont, got you.
Yeah.
So it's important. I'm asking for a reason because y'all in different spaces, but y'all convene where here in Houston or?
Yeah, it was here in Houston. I believe it was like a little bit after they had graduated. They had been doing their thing for like a minute. So by the time I met them, they wasn't even doing the house parties no more. They was renting out their own venues. And I always liked it. Like I remember it was one spot that y'all had did. It was like off of like Pearland.
Greenmill Social Club.
Yeah,
Greenmill. Remember they closed now. Right.
But like just like the way the pageantry is one of the things I really like. Like they'll have the bottles come out at one time. It'll be a show. They'll make sure everybody around them have drinks. You know what I'm saying? They'll make sure they got the right ladies. So it was always like a vibe, and I could always tell like they had a brand. You know what I'm saying?
So y'all were really good. Why y'all let this cat in y'all stuff? Y'all could be killing it right now. know.
It's the mastermind.
No, I know, but y'all created something. He sees it. I feel like, man, I could market the hell out of this. How do y'all? What gravitated y'all? Because the collab had to happen. What did y'all like about what he did?
So, well, one part, right? So Will came to our events, and then he kept like just chopping it up with us, like giving good energy, good vibes. And of course, we seen what he was doing already. He was doing like big private house parties and clubs and different things of that nature. Like showing up with 100 people to the club. It was nuts. It was crazy.
Right.
So Will called a meeting with us.
This.
He called a meeting with us, right? We met at a Black Walnut Cafe in
First
Colony.
No, the one in First Colony. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
I don't even think it's there no more.
Nice.
Oh, that's crazy.
The one in First Colony?
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah,
So-
done.
We go to meet with Will. Granted, me and him, we were always like the on time type of guys. We
Gotcha.
came from Enterprise, so it's like
Gotcha.
everything is like, you know,
Chop, chop, on
type of
point.
energy.
Uh-huh.
Will showed up late, but
We talking 5 minutes late, 20 minutes late.
I don't even what you doing.
I don't remember, but he was late. He was
was
late for
late,
the
though.
show.
Late, right? Got
But
you.
he showed up with paperwork, like you know, kind of like he typed some stuff. I put some thought into it. Man, that paperwork he handed me with a proposal and everything, it had jerk sauce, a stain of jerk sauce on it. He just told it was jerk sauce too, like 20 minutes ago. I was like, bro, that's crazy.
Ghetto.
I was turned
It's
off.
ghetto.
I was turned off from that.
Oh, it's like you typed it up. That looks good. But why does it smell like A1, son?
Man, it was crazy. It was crazy. I've never seen that in my life.
But from that meeting, what's the first event y'all do collab and do though?
Well, I told Dre when we left, I was like, hell no. Like, can't, excuse me. I'm like, hell no, we can't do that. We can't do that with him. He showed up like that. So, I think, did you talk me into it? Like, going for your birthday to this club or something like that?
Yeah, it was
something.
I think it was at therapy. That's when we was doing therapy.
Yeah.
Therapy.
Therapy is the old where Rare Lounge is now.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when that
Therapy
was,
Thursday.
Yeah, Therapy
Yeah.
Thursday, the origin, and the current Therapy Thursday is at Palmer. So just tying two and two together, bringing it back full circle in the mix. You do a couple of collaborations and you're uncertain about it. When do y'all know that it's a fit though?
No, so
That's a tough question.
back
Yeah.
on. So we're still on therapy, right?
Right.
So I do my birthday there, just my birthday, and I know he gives me a comp or whatever, and I buy a few bottles. I wasn't really like a sections buyer,
Tired
so I didn't
gotcha.
even know like
that
how
was
to
a
do
thing.
that. Yeah,
House champagne.
But I didn't know, so I had my birthday. It was cool, it was good vibes, and then I don't know how we collabed on it, but basically we were percentage holders on it, but it was like a small percent. Like I think he gave us like maybe like 10% on some shit for us to split, but like
Janky.
no. Here's the crazy
You
thing.
make it sound bad.
No, it do sound bad, but look, the crazy
I'm
part
sure
about
not.
it is
It's like I'm about to win off the strength of them,
He kept it
and I'm
real.
giving them pesos. But
Look,
yeah,
like I said, we didn't know
No, you
nothing.
just-
But
right.
then also, like, he told us, like, the money wasn't coming in like that. He
Right.
not a lot of
can't
money.
give you if I don't have. That makes sense.
So we did a few plays. It was to the point where a lot of it was a loss, and then eventually we started making $20 profit,
Right.
like in the whole night.
No, no. This is
Yeah.
this is so important.
Mhm.
All right, I'm telling the crowd a story because y'all are up there right now.
Yeah.
But it's important to show what it takes to get there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, from making nothing, taking scrap percentages to making $20. $20. That's the profit for the night.
And then we
You
get
know what I
10%
mean?
of that.
And come on, that's crazy. So
Yeah.
that's my $2. I need my two. Run me my two. That's crazy.
We gotta
But
split that too.
right. Yeah, you get $1. He took 18. Son, come on, son. You
They capping. It
janky.
wasn't like 10%.
No, I was gonna let
They're
him finish.
capping. He's
It was
capping.
20.
But
It was
I
20, it was
interrupt,
20,
and I'm
it was
sorry I'm
20%.
interrupting,
Hey,
but
10, 20, 10 sound better now.
right.
So we're gonna run with 10. Nah,
But you
but
keep going. When do your eyes light up? Like, what's the first lick? You're like, oh man.
honestly, I think Will saw it. So we were making $20, 30, 40, 50, and then it just like gradually going up, and it still wasn't going up crazy. It wasn't like the money that we're seeing now. But
Right.
then Will just he liked what we were doing. He just like, I'm fucking with it, and then he just upped our percentage. I forgot how much he upped it to, and then things just kept going well. And then I remember he just like, hey bro, let's do it. Let's split it 3 ways, and then like
From
legit-
jank to credible,
Yeah.
promoter with integrity.
Well, like
I
one-
think you
one of
have
the
to
things-
see. Right. Go ahead.
Well, one of the things that I would say for like me is like their dedication and their work ethic. You know what I'm saying? Like at the time we was doing the play, but you got a lot of other promoters on the play,
Right.
and like everybody wants to take, but nobody wants to give.
give,
And it's like they were the ones like, all right, hey, well let's invest in this, let's get better flyers, let's get better this, let's get better that.
Yeah.
They were actually trying to
Same mindset,
enhance
yeah.
what we were doing, opposed to other people would come and they would say, man, I brought X amount of people, but I need X amount of dollars, but they're bringing people, and these are not people who are spending money or paying customers. These are just people that they're bringing with them to have a good time. Opposed to them, there may have been people who were not booking as many sections, but every time they did book sections or every time they did bring people, they were quality people. So it's like just kind of like just merging with them and finding like-minded people. And then there were also different strengths that both of them had that I lacked. You know what I'm saying? So Dre is a very detail-oriented person.
Right.
He's gonna look over the finances. He's gonna tell us what we spending too much money on, what we need
Yes,
to
I got
cut
to
back
find
on.
that out
because
later.
me and,
That's the money, man.
leave it
By
to-
the way,
leave it to me and Reggie. We gonna book Beyonce. We gonna book whoever. Like it. We gonna make it work and we gonna
Right,
sell it.
right, and
You know
back
what
to
I'm
back.
saying?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
get
no.
the shit
And
done.
Dre is more so like the voice of reason, like, hey, yo, that's crazy, you know what I'm saying? We need to get somebody more so along this number, you know what I'm saying? Reggie, he's more like the muscle. He's just going to get shit done. He's
Done,
going to go
right,
sit
right.
down in meetings and meet with the owners and do all
and
this
stuff
shit
like
that
that
everybody else
don't
don't
want
want to
to
do.
do.
You know what I'm saying? And I
Right.
just felt like it was just like a good dynamic, you know what I'm saying? And
Right.
even like with them, you know, they're very like transparent people, and that's another big thing, honesty. It's
Right.
very hard to find
To
honesty in this
find
industry.
honest people with integrity in this business is hard, bro.
Yeah.
Like dead ass. So, you know, it's funny hearing it because when we ran the Dior play, I didn't really know y'all like that.
Yeah.
But everything you're saying, I got to see
Yeah.
hands on, and I'm just like, oh damn. Oh
Dior.
yeah, I know what that. You just. If you've been doing this for a little bit, you just know it when you see it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, nah, these cats is nice. I like
Yeah.
how they move, the way y'all treat the people. Yo, we had this meeting. No. It wasn't. It was a meeting with the waitresses that
Yeah.
y'all had. I've been promoting it for a long time. Never seen that. It was a team, like, you empowered the waitresses. People
Yeah.
say that. But it was a meeting with the waitresses, and I saw y'all make y'all points, and y'all hyping them up, motivating them,
Yeah.
and that was a totally new dynamic. So I'm doing me. I'm OG,
Yeah.
but I haven't seen that. But it was interesting to see that and
Yeah.
me learn from y'all to see what it takes, like including them part of the team, hands together, let's go. Whoa, I'm like, what's going on here? Never done that, never seen that, but I saw the importance of it because they worked their ass off. They brought people to the spot. You know what I mean? I'm like,
Shit show.
gotta copy that right there. You know what I mean?
Nice.
So props to y'all on that. Speaking of Dior, after therapy was when that happened, or y'all run other plays?
Now we had other plays. We had one play that was it was just a disaster, man. What was that?
It was
Surf Fridays at
Club Z.
Club Z.
Formerly known. I don't
It's
even
Gabbana.
know.
It's Gabbana right
Oh,
now.
Gabbana, that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
And that's a segue into what I'm talking about. In all the promotion, what's your best party thus far? Your most profitable? We always know.
The best
Everybody
weekly.
knows what that one.
The best weekly?
Weekly, yeah.
That's kind of
That's a tough one.
That's a tough one. Y'all done a few now.
I would say Dior was a really breakout one for us because it gave the city a different vibe.
Vibe,
but
right.
Our
That
most,
put y'all on the
our
map to
most
me.
profitable weekly, like right now, is like neck and neck because we got like the #1 Friday almost in America, and then we got the #1 Saturday day party in America right now, and they're both going crazy.
Going
So
crazy,
it's like,
right.
and then
That's a
Heist,
car. That's a car.
like you gotta look
There's
at
a
it.
problem.
Heist, we've been doing Heist since Aura. You know what I'm saying? We've been doing Heist for like 5 years. We
Y'all
brought.
left Aura and went straight to space, right?
Nah, we
Nah,
went to
Rose
Rose
Gold.
Gold, then
Then
Space.
Space,
Rose
that's
got
right.
Rose for like a weekend. So
All right, and you're
we
like,
had
no, we got to dip.
Yeah.
But it was a blessing because it's twice,
Yeah.
3-4 times the size of Rose Gold.
Yeah,
Right.
like even
not
at
5
Aura,
years. It's up
Nah,
there.
it's been a minute because like you gotta think about it. Even at Aura, we brought Lil Durk to Aura before all his hair was blonde.
that was
you know what I'm saying?
that was
Before he
grand
just
opening.
popped off.
We did
I
grand
forgot about
opening at
that.
Aura Black Friday with Lil Durk
Yeah,
Gotcha.
for Heist Fridays. What year
That's
was that?
dope.
Damn,
That's-
what year was
I
that?
think it was like
Man ago.
About 3, 4.
Damn. About,
Yeah.
That was a man
So
ago.
you're not counting, but yeah,
Yeah.
son. Yeah, son.
2019. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
you call it.
Damn.
Time
Shit.
flies.
We've
Time
been doing it
flies.
for
Wow.
a minute.
Right. So
Wow.
that's the one of the best plays. What's the worst play? I know I have mine too, so I know there had to be a head cracker somewhere.
So mine's is between our first Friday night, Cirque Fridays at Club Z, and in between we did that play with Quavo
Yeah.
on a Wednesday.
That's an event. He talking about worst weekly or event?
No, either or. What's the worst loss?
Oh, Quavo.
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 Yeah,
For
Quavo.
sure, for sure.
Yeah, because
No,
we were just on a
Ooh.
roll.
It wasn't
like-
even Quavo's fault though. It was
It wasn't Quavo.
it
fault.
wasn't Quavo's fault.
I
man.
like asking this question to promoters for a reason.
Shout out to Quavo, man.
Yeah, Quavo
Yeah,
did his
exactly. It
part.
wasn't
Quavo
So,
did his thing. He
He
came.
did his
He had a
thing.
blast, man.
Was his
Quavo
part.
did everything.
It don't
he
even.
do.
Can you disclose the monetary amount of the loss?
Quavo was 80. Was it 80? Yeah, it was 80, and
Like
we had all our
85.
regular expenses.
Expenses.
It's crazy.
Wait. Quavo is 80 by
At that
himself
ti- at that
time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because he's
because-
more than that.
And it was also a holiday, so it's like, you know what I'm saying, it's the day before Thanksgiving. You
Yeah.
asking niggas to be in Houston and not be with their
And
family.
be with their
And
family.
then they
Yeah.
flying private, so you
Right.
know it's crazy.
What's funny, real quick, back in the day, Thanksgiving Eve, nobody went out. But
Nah.
Thanksgiving night was the night to go out. But back to the storyline, he's 80, so what y'all make? Y'all made it back or?
Hell no. Man.
I love the honesty.
That
You
Quavo
fucking-
play, that almost canceled Christmas for me.
It was like, it was every week. I'm like, damn, more money. It was just like,
Wow, yeah.
Stop.
I can't believe this L is this big, bro.
Yeah, you see the L, but more importantly,
Mm.
I love the audacity to
Yeah.
try.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
we
I
always
asked the question for a reason.
Yeah.
Y'all are out there trying to be promoters. Are you willing to run an 85K play?
Well, are you willing to lose for about 50,000?
Yeah.
Right before Black Friday, before Christmas, like, oh man.
Any play you run as a promoter, you're not gonna win. You're gonna win some and lose some. So when you run that play, you've already assessed that if the L comes, you're gonna take that. But I'm trying to show their dedication to the craft, and sometimes the money you're willing to leverage or put out there, you know what I mean, lets me know the level of commitment.
But I mean,
So-
it also is how you look at it as well too. Like we ain't even really look at like a loss. Like yeah, we lost money, but it's more so like how much do you believe in your brand?
Brand.
Do you
right,
believe in
no,
your brand? Do you believe in your waitresses? Do you believe in your team as much to, like you said, have the audacity to be like, we're gonna put up 100,000 because it's not just 80 for the artist. You got 80 for the
Yeah,
artist.
artist,
Then you
right. You
got
got the
travel. Then you
transportation,
got
you got
flyers.
travel,
Then you got video. Then
right.
you got
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, marketing. You know what I'm saying,
Got
all
T-Nice.
kind of stuff. You know,
Gotta
you got
put T-Nice
the
in there.
recap.
That's my dog.
Even after
That's
you
my
took the
dog.
loss, you still
Still
gotta
gotta
pay the
pay.
DJ. You gotta pay the videographer, the photographer. So it's
That
like,
night.
That night. Say it again.
Ain't no hoes.
So listen,
Yeah,
guys.
you know?
Listen. I love these. I'm getting so much. I really appreciate y'all doing this. So right now, what are the ventures y'all are involved with? And I appreciate y'all sharing that story. I'm not trying to minimize it, but
Nah, you
I
good.
wanted to put things in perspective. I don't want to drag it out too much,
For sure.
taking y'all back to
Man, I don't
a
want to think
horrible
about it
night.
no more.
That was a dark place, huh?
Yeah, for sure. What's your current? How do y'all perceive Houston nightlife right now? You know, y'all are one of the top promoters in the city, but how do you think Houston fares against any other city?
the top promoters in the city.
Top promoters in the
top.
city, my bad.
Only
you
the
know
biggest,
what I mean?
right?
The biggest.
Talk your
No,
smack,
the
son.
biggest. But I mean, you know, right now it's a really great time for Houston. It's a lot of people who are moving here, so it's a lot of opportunity. It's a lot of dope bars, restaurants, lounges, and stuff opening. So I feel like it's really big for the city. We're finally getting the eyes on us that a lot of these other big cities like Miami, New York, LA already have. A lot of people are looking at Houston like it is a dope place to
Town
party.
here
You
all
know?
the time,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, so I mean, I feel like it's a really great opportunity for right now. There is a lot of changes though, and I feel like if you don't stay up on them changes, you will get lost in the sauce and you will get left behind. You know what I'm saying? You at a time to where You can't just put up a flyer and people gonna come to your party. You
Oh,
really
no,
gotta,
you gotta do that work.
market your event. You have to sell your event and separate yourself because you're competing with all these other clubs. And as we all know, nightlife is a highly competitive market. It's always changing. It's always shifting.
Right, true that. Props on that. Collaborations, y'all don't mind collaborating with others. You've done collaborations in the past.
Oh yeah. Plenty.
We've definitely done collaborations in the past, but it's just kind of like to the point where we gotta want to work with you to do like a collaboration. You know what I mean?
Got you.
Or like, we
not
gotta wanna
everybody
do, like,
fits.
Like take a risk or do an experiment because not everybody fits like this puzzle that we building, and it's just hard to work with people that you can't really trust. Like, you can't count on.
You
know
say
what I'm
that
saying?
like it's from experience. You know what I mean? Y'all
Sure.
done enough collaborations.
Sure.
Are there people y'all like working with?
Well,
Definitely.
Yeah.
I would say on the collaboration point, it's more so like whenever you work with other people, y'all share ideas, y'all share tactics and different type of things like that.
Right.
So at the end of the day, if we're not working together for longevity, it's almost like with us, we're educating promoters or we're showing you how to promote better.
Right,
but
right.
it doesn't necessarily
So it
directly benefit us
Got you.
to like
Got
educate you. You know what I'm saying?
Right. What are you taking from us, and then you taking all these jewels and running off on your own? Or
Yeah.
I got you.
See it all the time.
You see it all the time, right? Do you think everybody believed in y'all from the beginning? He's already laughing. Listen, this stuff ain't easy when you decide to do it, right?
It's not.
You know what I mean? So I know there are naysayers back in the day. What you got to say to them? You know what I mean?
I mean, it's funny. I mean, but we've always been doubted. We've always
Speak your mind, son.
People always, like make little comments or whatever. And honestly, I can't blame them because they don't know us.
They don't know.
They don't know
They
the
don't know.
dog in us. They don't know how well we mesh. They just don't know how gritty we are. So like, I get it from their standpoint, but it's just like we already knew like where we was gonna be at.
Right.
Like. Every year we elevated. I remember, and I'm gonna say this to him, to always give him his flowers because, like, I told him, I was like, hey, once we get this many nights a week, I'm gonna quit my job. No, dead ass.
You sold him that.
He remembered that,
Right.
and then it happened. And I don't remember last time I had a job.
That's crazy.
And then I hate to be like this, but I remember the last job I had, I brought my boss to Dior. When we were doing Dior at Lumen, and then he just heard me talking about some money or whatever. Then he's like, "How much money you probably make a night?" And then I didn't want to disclose it to him, but I'm like, whatever. And then I just did it.
Right.
And then he was just like, "You need to take this job, like the job working for him, more serious." And I don't know, it just rubbed me the wrong way.
Like,
But
don't
I
tell
knew-
me that. So I thought he was asking you to give you props.
Nah,
he was asking like, oh, nah, you're going down the wrong
And
path.
I remember, I was just like, I'm the type, I don't forget nothing.
Right.
You
Hey,
know,
point to the camera and let him know.
I don't forget.
Look at
I don't forget.
We don't forget nothing, man.
Hey,
Nah.
nothing. So
That's
now,
crazy. Those small moments fuel.
Hey.
It fuels people.
And I remember when, like, off of Nightlife, when my salary was higher than his, when it finally hit, the
Right.
intern, I'm like, all right,
Yeah,
bet.
yeah. What were you talking about?
Yeah,
right?
I don't go
saying
back.
all that,
I
right?
never
You don't have to
changed
go
up.
back and say to him because you're not doing it for him.
Yeah.
You're just doing. What you mean? I'm good at this. I'm going to get good at
It's
this.
just crazy. But I get it. Like, people don't know us. They don't know, how we are. So it is what it is.
I know one. I think I'm well versed in seeing passion when it comes to nightlife, and I saw it. I'm like, they ain't going nowhere. There's no way. And the dedication to the craft. I think watching y'all, it wasn't even really about money. I think it's just if you take care of the people and deliver a good product, that just naturally comes with it.
For sure.
And I watch owners run plays, and they'll give y'all that hard, difficult night, and you're like, come on, let's run, let's roll it. You know what I mean? I cannot believe we left Velvet Room, and y'all chose Palmer.
Oh.
It was almost like a backward play. But when I tell you, y'all feel that joker, Thursdays makes more money on than Friday, Saturday some days. You know what I mean? There's no way you could have told me that on paper, but it's a testament to how much work and dedication y'all put in. I just got to give y'all props.
Appreciate
man.
it, man.
It's
Appreciate
it's
it.
Nightlife. It's a little competition there, but I think there's no problem giving people props when they deliver. You know what I mean? And owners benefit from it. Speaking of that, are there particular owners y'all prefer to work with that y'all have worked with back in the day, or is it just owners are all the same?
You gotta say all the owners.
Nah.
It's love to all the owners that we've ever like done business with. But
Right.
me personally, I would say definitely the Aura Group
Gotcha.
and Joe.
Joe
from Poor Behavior.
Stand up
Women,
Joe.
yeah.
Stand up
Yeah.
Joe Avely. Yeah.
But
yeah.
it's love to all the owners for sure. But those two sides would probably be my
Your
my
favorite that
favorite.
y'all
My
work
favorite,
with.
my favorite owner to party with is Mario.
No.
That's that guy's look. Me and Mario have a blast every Saturday.
Listen, you know what I mean? Like, you know, some
Every
people are,
Saturday.
you ain't party with AJ. Go to Vegas. I'm telling you, it's different. It's different. AJ be chilling. AJ and Eddie, roll out to Vegas with them one day. You gonna see. But Mario is fun. I like that he gives a lot of, he catches a bad flack sometimes, but if you think about how many people he employs and how many people are getting money, of course, it's part of the dynamic of his MO, so to speak, but he puts money in people's pockets. Anyway, what are y'all working on? Want to close out with a bang, start going through what's the next thing? What is inCROWD working on? What's the vision? What's the end game?
Man, we got the hottest, the sexiest, the biggest sports bar coming to the Washington Strip. It's called Varsity Sporting Club. It's gonna be sexy. It's gonna be new. It's gonna be dope. We can't wait to show it to y'all. The grand opening is coming real soon, man.
No doubt.
Then right upstairs we got another spot. It's called Hayes. It's upscale. It's a cocktail lounge. We there on Saturdays. We do a podcast as well. It's called a VIP room where we talk about nightlife and stuff like that.
Okay.
But yeah, just focusing on that brand alongside the current clubs that we already do, and just really building those, and just excited about the ownership journey and opening up new venues and new ventures.
That's dope. So now y'all are in ownership.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure,
and
for sure.
that I saw it. I saw the key talk and all that. This is all tied to why y'all are here, because from doing private parties to making $20 and splitting $20 to get to the point where you got keys and you're part of ownership of a building. Listen, guys, it's not easy. I know y'all are doing it and people are watching. I know it's not easy, and I definitely want to give y'all props on that. It's good to see that next level, that next journey. I wish y'all more success and definitely keep kicking ass in that front. But get ready for them owner problems too.
Already here, man.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
Right.
It's already here.
Can y'all even quickly talk about how that happened? Like, is that have y'all had other ownership opportunities before? You've worked with a bunch of people. There had to be the chances for ownership
The
before.
crazy part, like, man, we started doing Aura 2019 Black Friday. I just remember being in Miami. It was December because I was out there looking for a venue for us to do our Super Bowl party.
Yeah, gotcha.
For 2020. And I'm on the phone with Carlos, man, and I'm just talking to him about a situation that occurred after we did Lil Durk. A situation that occurred that we were involved in. And I was telling Carlos, like, man, I hope this doesn't mess up our opportunity to try to go into business and ownership with them.
Right.
Just kind of like
Just
chirping,
casual,
talking about it,
yeah.
And that was December 2019.
Hmm.
So I had
The
always
fact
been
that
like
you
talking
remember
to
that.
Carlos about it.
Right.
And I mean, we just kind of grew into like bigger promoters than we were at the time, and they kept doing their own thing.
And they probably wanted to see that progression. At that time,
Yeah.
they heard what you were saying, but they probably weren't sure if you guys were really ready to
Yeah.
embark on that journey. So there was still some growth that needed to happen. That's dope.
But you fast forward to what, this summer, June, July? I'm talking to AJ from the Aura Group. And we're just talking. He wanted us to do another promotional like night at their venue.
Right.
And I just was honest with him. I told him, bro, we done so much for owners and made owners so much money. We're not looking to be like just promoters to another ownership group.
Right.
We rather own something ourselves or be a part of the ownership side. And that's when we all got together. They got together, and then we sat down and just talked.
Right.
And just really made it happen. What was that, June, July?
Yeah.
Damn, time be going by fast.
Yeah. It was this summer.
But that's so
Damn.
dope. I mean, you can say it all day, but they have to be willing to listen
Yeah.
and believe that y'all can deliver. You know what I mean?
You gotta have that bag too, though.
You gotta have that bag.
Ain't
You know what I mean?
ain't nobody just give us no. Oh, y'all gonna be owners, and then y'all gonna promote.
There are no handouts.
we drop the bag.
And owners, you can't be an owner without some level of financial commitment. That's the one thing I've
believe
learned.
it.
You know what I
That's
mean?
a fact.
So to do it, I know what that means off top. You know, so that's dope.
We never
dope.
got an offer before this deal.
Before that, that's what's
Nah.
crazy to me. Y'all have delivered so much, though.
Never got an offer.
Is there a problem with that? You know what I mean? Have you asked? I mean, I don't know. I
we're
think you got to
different.
ask sometimes.
Look, we're different. I remember because Reggie, he mentioned it to me like months ago, and I was like, nah, you know, it is what it is. But he always felt some type of way about it.
Right.
You know, Will felt some type of way about it too. But me, I just looked at it like I always look at things a little differently. I'm just like, nah, you know, like it ain't that big of a deal. But then, like, as we're progressing, I'm like, okay, I'm seeing you employing these people, doing this, creating opportunities.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've been here for years.
But we keep the
Right.
fucking lights on.
Like
Tell the truth, we keep the lights
Right,
on.
right,
know,
right.
and it-
Y'all like to go get the top earners.
It's
So
like-
like,
it's
when
like-
you see it,
Yeah.
you should be motivated to actually give more
It's like
opportunity
they open up
to
a
you.
venue and then like, I already know, okay, I'm gonna have iNCROWD make me 30, 40,000. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Then I'm gonna figure out what I'm gonna do. And it's
That
just
is
like,
a dynamic that I'm glad you have to
Yeah.
think like that. You know what I mean? When you make so much money, everybody needs to. I don't think everybody can be an owner, but there's nothing wrong with wanting to be part of ownership.
You want to hear something
Sure.
crazy? iNCROWD has never gotten a brand new building. We've always gotten hand-me-downs.
Right.
Always.
Like yeah.
Somebody
yeah, I
get the
that.
building first, and they'll run it to
Run
shit.
it to
And
the
then
ground
we'll
and be like,
come fix
"Hey,
that
save
shit."
us!
Yeah.
Bring it all
That's
back."
why I always felt it was
and then y'all
crazy.
do though. That's
Nah,
what's
but,
crazy.
But I mean, it's crazy that he says that because we really specialize in making the impossible possible. It don't matter like what night you
Yeah.
give us,
Right.
we're gonna make it
Like,
work.
we
You know what
deliver
I'm
the
saying?
vibes. We gonna bring
Facts.
the people.
Like,
you know what I mean?
Even like Sakai, you know what I'm saying? Sakai is one of the #1 clubs in the country right now. Like
In
we
the
created the
country.
menu, you know what I'm saying? We
Right,
created
right.
a lot of
All of
marketing
that.
for that venue as well too. But like even with like the Saturday pool parties, you know what I'm saying? Some people they was like, man, like it's just not gonna work. They didn't see the
Bro,
vision.
when we talked about it, I
But
was
every
like,
week.
every week they
Yeah.
gonna come out here. I'm one of the doubters. I'm not
I
afraid
forgot
to
about that.
admit it.
I remember.
You know what I mean?
I don't forget shit.
Yeah, I
But
know. I'm
it's all
not gonna
good.
be
It's all
like,
good.
come on, y'all know me. I'll be like, nah. We ain't doing that.
yeah.
I'm not gonna hold my tongue.
But
I get
you know what I mean? That's part of it. But it's
that-
not from a malicious place.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta show cats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think like that, we don't think like that. We gotta run. That's why I'm telling y'all, I'm admitting that I've learned so much because it
But see,
changed my perception.
Nobody in Houston ever did that. A weekly pool party every single week during the
Right.
summer. No urban promoter has ever did that in Houston. Week to week to week to week.
Successfully.
Every week.
Right. Because even, I'm speaking on our time, you schedule the clay parties, but it'd be like once a month.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And one of them's not going to hit. You know what I mean? But this has been nonstop. Y'all brought City Girls. That's been the biggest
Man,
promotion
that was
I've
crazy.
seen. You know what I mean? Had to be one of the dopest parties y'all have thrown.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But yeah, don't let me bore y'all, man. I really, really appreciate y'all. I wish y'all much more success. Keep proving people wrong. Stay on the path. Stay on the journey. The better y'all do, the better Houston is. I really
Yeah.
believe that. You know what I mean? And I don't think y'all about to stop anytime
No time
soon.
soon.
we hungry.
Any insights, any motivational words for up and coming influencers and promoters out there? Motivate them. Tell them they can do this stuff. Is it easy? Is it easy?
So look,
I'm not
we
gonna lie
can
to
do
you.
this all day.
Right.
I'm gonna cut it short. Will, I think, is the reason why there's so many promoters now, especially
Honestly.
new promoters, because like he makes the shit look too easy. Like
Right,
look, it's
right.
like
It's your fault. I'm gonna get a T-shirt that says "Blame Will."
Hey,
Hashtag blame Will.
Blame Will. You think you just want to run up here, run up
Hey.
nights, and run up the bar? Okay,
yeah,
show
but
me.
now I was telling him now, I was like, bro, like everybody wants to be a promoter. Everybody wants to start a night. Everybody do this. Because it looked like Will just wake up, he brush his teeth, he talk some shit,
Right.
and then look, 100 people come to the
Come
club.
just show
and
up.
then look, he makes some money. Bro, if only they knew how, like, the process is, like, what we do on the back end, just
Right.
all these meetings that we have. Like,
Put a jet ski in a pool in a club, bro. There are levels to this.
But you know what's
I've
crazy?
seen
The jet
levels.
ski, They called us when we at the jet ski, and I'm gonna run through it. We had the photo shoot. So Mario calls me, him and Vic on the phone. He's like, they say you got a jet ski in the pool, and I'm like, yeah,
Yeah, we do.
I do.
That's
He's like,
crazy.
Man, somebody could get hurt, we could get injured, because it's like we got a professional jet ski driver. He's doing donuts in the pool, and sitting on the camera, and I'm like,
That shit
hey,
look crazy,
I say, yo, you know what I'm saying? It sounds crazy, but it's gonna be great for marketing. Just watch. And the
Listen,
commercial was viral.
I wanted to go. I was watching this stuff like I didn't know who y'all were.
Yeah.
Anyway, props to y'all. Don't let me keep y'all, man. We could be here all damn night. I know I'm going to bring y'all back, like I said. So, again, keep doing y'all thing. I appreciate y'all coming through. Reggie, no doubt. Dre, Will,
And then last, before we close out, I want to shout out, man, you know what I'm saying, to like our whole team. You know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff that we do, we can't do without our team. Our managers, Roz and Evan, everybody who work with us from the residents.
What's up, Evan? What's up, Roz? Roz
to the
be
people
so
who walk the seconds at the door, to the security. Shout out to securities for keeping us safe. They're my guys. Shout out to owners, the bartenders. You know, everybody who helps us be successful, because at the end of the day, it's a team effort. Like he said, we really make it look easy, but we're blessed to just have an incredible team and continue to invest in our team.
For sure. No doubt. No doubt. The iNCROWD, ladies and gentlemen, just had a great time, great conversation with these guys. I hope you got an insight to their mindset and how they look at nightlife in general and for Houston. I think it makes Houston a better place with that kind of mindset and vision. So again, guys, appreciate y'all. We'll keep it going. We're going to catch y'all on the next podcast next week. Appreciate you, Elioso. Appreciate you, iNCROWD.
We out.
We out. No doubt.